Creation Divine. I don't know what happened. I'm still trying to get used to this video. Not video, this camera on my new phone. So I must have accidentally stopped the last video. So that's going to be my part 1 to my title, and this is going to be part 2, and I'm going to try my best to not mess it up again. I'm still trying to learn how to like merge videos and all that, so I might get that before I even do that. So anyways, so this book here, it has messages of the day or the month or whatever you want to kind of look at it. But this book, I feel, has a deeper meaning. I always feel like there's a deeper meaning for things. So, and that's your intuition speaking to you. So if you feel as if it has more of a meaning, then it definitely has more of a meaning. So pretty much, let's try to switch this camera around so I can kind of give you a better idea. Yay, we made it, guys. I didn't redo my video. Okay, so as you can see, it's better now. Sarah Young, Jesus Calling. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm not doing an actual thing, but I'm going to give you an example. What I normally do is I set my sweetie on the book, and then I kind of like, because with crystals, when you have crystals, you run off their energy and their vibes, as long as you're open-minded and spiritually connected. So what happens is you do that, and it's like a connection, right? You're connecting with God, your higher beings, your guides, your guardian angels, yada yada. And it's kind of like bringing in those frequencies and everything that I need to guide me to give you the messages you need, is what happens, what it's all about. That's what it's supposed to, if you have an open mind, you'll understand what I'm saying. And then I take it off, and then I'll be like, what does this person need to know? What does this person need to hear? And I'll open it, and as you can tell, I just want to double check and make sure you guys realize the bookmark is not in. Like, it's not. And it just kind of flips you to your page, like this one. And this actually might resonate to somebody, actually, so who knows. This is an example, but if it does, that's awesome. And I just want to say, before we read this, the months or the days, this is timeless, okay? So we could be ahead of time, and that's okay, because whatever these messages are, they are supposed to resonate to your heart and your intuition. Like, it's not supposed to be an actual set date on these messages. I also don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything is timeless with these. When it comes to spirituality, 100%, it is going to be timeless and no coincidence. I'm just going to say it that way. I'm not fancy with my words. I just kind of get to the point. All right, so let's read it, and it might resonate to you, it may not. It's just kind of like an example run through. Okay, so April 18th, which we're not going to pay attention to that, right? But the reason why I'm saying that is because it could be something ahead of you, for you, like a message ahead for you, or something may have happened in the past, or a birthday, or somebody else's birthday, or whatever, or it could just be a message to your intuition. Peace is my continual gift for you. It flows abundantly from my throne of grace, just as the Israelites could not store up manna for the future, but had to gather it daily. So it is with my peace. The day-by-day collecting of manna kept my people aware of their dependence on me. Similarly, I give you sufficient peace for the present when you come to me by prayer and pension with thanksgiving. If I gave you permanent peace independent of my presence, you might fall into the trap of self-sufficiency. May that never be. I have designed you to need me moment by moment as your awareness of your neediness increases. So does your realization, my abundant sufficiency. I can meet every one of your needs without draining my resources at all. Approach my throne of grace with bold confidence, receiving my peace with a thankful heart. And then you have all these scriptures like down below. And so what I'll do is I'll pick one. So let's look for, I'm going to do Philippines chapter 4, 6 through 7. That's what I'm going to pick. If you guys want to look up the other two, that's great. You have your physical Bible or download the Holy Bible app on your phone. You can look it up. But I'm going to look up Philippines chapter 4, 6 through 7. Well, I failed. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on, guys. There we go. Now I'm on the right one. Chapter 4, 6 through 7. My husband was just picking on me. I asked him, I was like, I hope I'm saying this right. If it's Philippines or if it's Philippians. And my husband's like, yep, we're turning to Philippians. I don't know, guys. If I'm saying it right, I really greatly apologize. Okay, I'm smart in a lot of ways, but sometimes pronunciation for me is just really, really sucks. Okay, so, Philippines, I hope I'm saying it right, 6 through 7. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. Oh, I really hope I said that right. Yeah, supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. So that's a good message. Just moving my books over here. That's a really good message. And I can't delete it either. And I can't delete that either. He's been trying to avoid getting in my videos. I just want to say, if you're watching our videos and you know our names and all that, please keep it like confidential, because we've had stalker issues in the past and we just don't want to run into any more. So like, we're not giving out like our names on the internet. We are only going to give the channel name just due to like creepies out there, you know. But don't worry, because we're not creepies. We just don't want creepies finding us. So we don't want them having our name. Like, we don't call us up like, hey, so-and-so. Like, no, please don't do that. Don't do that. Just go with the flow. You know who we are. Just go with the flow. It's our privacy reasons. We don't want any creeps getting a hold of me anymore. What happened? Okay, I'll just tell you what happened. About a year ago, I got a call from, it looked like a Michigan number, okay? And so I'm thinking, I wonder if it's one of my family members, you know, so I answer it. And it triggers me to even talk about it because it's so devastating. This person was just terrible, okay? I don't, actually, maybe I shouldn't go into it because it could trigger some people, but let's just say it was really bad, and we had to involve the cops. And anyway, he was threatening our lives and blah blah blah. Like, we don't even know if this person was a he, a she. We have no idea who this person was, but whoever it was must have knew my husband pretty dang well to know what the inside of the house looked like. But I'm not gonna say where we were at the time. Anyway, end of story. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So nobody is to know our name on the internet. Obviously Facebook's different, right? And one thing my husband and I promised each other, kids are not allowed to be on any of our YouTube videos for safety reasons too, because of the child trafficking crap and all that. So it's still facing me, so just yeah, it's still facing me. He like devastated himself when he saw that he found himself on video. Like I said, it's all up to him if he ends up being in these videos. It ain't up to me. So we're going way off track. I don't even remember where I was at. Oh yeah, so I'm really spiritual. We're really spiritual. We're not religious, but we're spiritual. We have God in our hearts very well. We pray every night. We do go to church every now and then, so don't be like, you know, don't mean that bad. Anyway, but yeah, we believe, we're believers, and we're also believers in other things too. Like we believe anything is possible, like anything could exist. Anything could happen, you know. Bigfoot, is he real? Anything's possible, that type of deal. You know, I'm open to anything, because in my mind I'm thinking, who could make that kind of stuff? I don't know. That's another day for another thing. I'm just a really open-minded person, okay? And if you go and you look back at my other videos, like I mentioned, you'll kind of like get to know more what I'm talking about. So that's one of the things I do. I'll look up, I'll have my sweeties help me connect. So what I do is I meditate beforehand. And then as I'm meditating, I hold the crystal in my hand, my sweetie in my hand. And I really connect. So I hold it up to my chest or up to my third eye. Even crown chakra, you can do that. Throat chakra, not it doesn't, you know. Mostly third eye. You hold it up to your third eye, your crown chakra, or your heart chakra. And you close your eyes like this. You breathe in and out. You calm yourself down. You listen to beautiful meditation music. And it brings you to where you need to be to help others. And my sweeties do that. And if you're a crystal person and you have them and you haven't tried it yet, it really actually, it does a lot of good. They all have their own healing benefits, healing properties, spiritual meanings, all kinds of cool stuff that I'm going to go over in my videos as well. Probably not tonight, but it will be soon, like tomorrow, the next day, whatever it feels good to me, whenever it resonates with me, because I feel as if I'm here to give each one of you a message and help you. So each night it's going to be a different type of message. It's going to be a different type of thing. Now, I wanted to show you guys something cool, because when I was meditating tonight, and I just want to mention, the more you meditate, the more spiritually connected you are to things. So sometimes, like with me, it doesn't take me long to meditate and I'm instantly like connected. There's some nights where I'm like, oh, this is going to take like an hour. It just depends on your mood and if your chakras are aligned or not. Okay, so I've got a cup, okay? I was meditating tonight and I ended up writing down words, like phrases, and you'll see what I mean when you mix up the cup like this. You're mixing the crap out of it. Okay, it's mixed up. So what I do is I close my eyes and I ask, what is the message this person needs to hear? Okay, so we're gonna do that, and I'm not cheating. The cup's right here. I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, it was mixed up. You saw me mix it. Hold it out. Moving the cup over. Hopefully I don't knock it over. Okay. This is the message. It's kind of like, you know how people do tarot cards, right? Which I don't have tarot cards, but I'm just saying like it's an example. It's kind of like that. Only I do things in a very creative and interesting way. So I got, if I can pick it up, emotional reasoning. So we're going to go over that. So I'm going to be looking up, first what we're going to do is we're going to look up what a crystal does and what type of crystal helps with emotional reasoning. Then I'm going to go into deeper detail what I mean about that as well. So just hang in there for a second. Okay, it's so crazy because, and this is how I know this is so cool and true, is it says amethyst. Soft violet hues and big crown chakra energy help you find your wisdom, trust your third eye, and learn to let go of negative emotions and can weigh us down. Find out more about the meaning of amethyst and all that stuff, which I'll be doing that in another video. But pretty much because I typed in the emotional reasoning thing and that's what popped up. So your amethyst is going to be helping you with that. So we're gonna get more into that. I go to therapy. Okay, I'm not a professional. I'm not a therapist or any of that, but I'm doing this to help you guys because I know that it helps me. So my therapist gave me these cards, and it's crazy because it just matches up with everything. So I have a card that goes over this emotional reasoning as well. Emotional reasoning, assuming negative emotions are facts and reflect reality. So pretty much if you're going to sit there and think negative, that's how it's going to end up being. For an example, I am jealous, so my partner must be cheating. That's a bad no. You're manifesting negativity right there. And so it says, well, obviously it says write down an experience where you have used emotional reasoning and then list other people's explanations. So, like I said, if you feel that way, right, it normally resonates or manifests the negative, right? If you sit there and you think you're jealous, you'd be like, this is a personal problem for me. This doesn't mean it's actually happening, but it's something that I've got a fear of, right? So what you need to do is you need to turn that around. You need to be like, right now I'm insecure, does not mean it's true. I'm going to try to, how would you word that? I'm going to try to retrain my brain to know that the whole world isn't out there to get me, right? So let's start from that point. Like, having jealousy, it reflects a bad impression on you because it shows insecurity. And we don't want to seem like we're insecure to people. And because when you reflect or you expose your weaknesses to people and your insecurities to people and everything, that gives them a target to actually attack you. So for instance, your boyfriend, he said hey to a girl and you're jealous about it, you think maybe he's cheating, she's gonna sense that. She's gonna tell right in your face that you have a jealousy problem. Depending if you blow up on her or not, which you shouldn't be blowing up on anybody like that. You gotta remind yourself that you are beautiful, that you are smart, and if he did not love you and he thought that some other woman was more beautifuler than you, then he wouldn't be with you. Yes, I know there's guys out there who actually legit cheat, but that's because they're insecure about themselves and they can't, they, in their minds, they don't think they're good enough, you know? So of course they're gonna go sleeping around because they don't even know what they want in life. They don't even love themselves. So of course they're going to do that, but it comes a time in life where you need to sit down and you need to start learning how to love yourself and to call yourself beautiful and focus on yourself so you can find a man that's going to truly love you for you. Because if you don't love yourself and you're insecure, you're not going to be able to find that love that you're looking for. And I can vouch for that very much so. I'm not saying that everybody in the past was bad. There were some really good people that I was around and with, but there was also some men who put me through hell, and there was some men that were amazing, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work out, and that's okay. That's fine, because life goes on. We all make mistakes. I made mistakes. They made mistakes. There was some stuff that, but what matters now is that I am married now and I have kids now and I'm happy, and the marriage is great because I've learned how to love myself, and it helped me grow up. It helped me become who I am now. And now look at now. I'm on YouTube creating my own channel, helping everybody else out spiritually. As being a spiritual healer, that's my calling in life, is helping others through God, through my guides, through my guardian angels, through whatever else you want to call it. That's my duty on earth, I've learned, is to be there for others and help them and teach them love and self-care and blah 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 blah. Okay, so we did that one. Now I have a feeling I need to draw another one, so let's do it. Okay, good, I took that one out. Oh, that's right, I didn't close my eyes. Let's mix it again. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what does this one say? Positive. So we're going to focus on positive. So that can mean positive affirmations. So positive, when you are positive and, sorry, just a second. I'm typing this in real quick. Sorry. Okay. So, amethyst, rose quartz, citron, and sunstone helps with positivity, which I have my amethyst right here. I have rose quartz too, but as of right now, I have these guys out, so I'm just going to use them tonight and then use my other ones tomorrow. But again, you have amethyst. Amethyst is a popular one tonight, I've noticed. Amethyst is known for bringing out positive energy. So that's another good one. So today's positive affirmation. So an example, I am very happy and grateful that I was able to earn enough money today to put towards our rent, right? Or I know that I'm going to get more work, or I know that it's going to be spring eventually and not snowing in the middle of spring. Let's see, what's another good one? I am beautiful and I am happy and I'm going to reach my dreams one of these days. Positive affirmations is pretty much what you're doing is you're manifesting good for yourself. And the universe and God and all that hears that. And so the more positive you put into yourself and your life and your family, the more good you're going to get back. But if you're going to sit there and be negative about things and angry about things, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not. And it's sad. And I hate saying that, but that's just how it works. I notice if I have a bad day, I notice that it's a lot more of a groggy, crappy day. But when I'm happy and I keep telling myself, today's going to be wonderful, today's going to be great, we're going to figure everything out, everything's going to be awesome, it actually goes a lot better. It really does. And connecting with nature is amazing too. I absolutely love it. So like I said, this is my blue sapphire, my ruby kyanite, my clear quartz cluster, my amethyst, and my fluorite. Beautiful, isn't it? Tomorrow, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on the spiritual meaning of these crystals I just showed you, so we can kind of stay in order about things, so when I go to mention them in my videos, it's easier for people to find them if you haven't scrolled through. So anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go over more details about my crystals and spiritual meanings tomorrow, and possibly another video. But I'm just kind of going with the flow, and I feel like I pretty much got out what I had to say for tonight. And I will see you guys more tomorrow. And I hope you have a great night, and like and subscribe. And if you need a friend to talk to, add me on Snapchat. I will put that in the description below. Y'all have a great night and sweet dreams. And let's say a prayer. I forgot about that. Dear Lord, whatever this person may be going through, good or bad, please bless them either way and help their lives become easier and bring forth positivity, blessings, and just a lot of guidance and direction of where they need to go. Please keep them safe and healthy. Amen. There you go, guys. And God bless. Have a great night. Like and subscribe. And I will see you more tomorrow. Bye.